With culture and heritage that run back as far as the beginning of humanity, tourist places to visit in China are an overwhelming adventure. Mysterious destinations that take travelers back in time to provide them a glimpse of the world's oldest and most revered treasures known to mankind. There has been a huge amount of intrigue, mystery, and fascination attached to places to see in China for centuries. Right from the medieval age, China has been a source of inspiration and admiration for many travelers that ventured out into the unknown search of a magical land in the East. Although that magical land may well be explored and mapped out for us in the 21st century, the intrigue relating to tourist places in China hasn't vanished one bit. So here are our top 10 tourist places in China you must not miss. Number 10. The Lashan Giant Buddha. A humongous 230-foot-tall Buddhist statue was established more than 2,000 years ago in Lashan, Sichuan, in the southern province of China. The statue was part of the first ever Buddhist temple built on Chinese territory. The huge, towering figure of Buddha carved in a sitting position is a breathtaking sight for travelers who visit this place for the first time. Number 9. The Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. We've all seen the movie Avatar and have been fascinated by the peculiar-shaped mountains sort of suspended in the air like a floating mystery. The inspiration for those mountains was derived from the pillar-like rocky cliff structures within the Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. It is one of the few tourist places to visit in China that not only baffles travelers, but also gives geologists a hard time trying to explain the reason for the peculiar pillar-like mountains. Number 8. Lhasa, Tibet. Upon landing in Lhasa, prepare to be serenaded with breathtaking views that will be followed with gasps of awe and admiration of a city so beautiful and divine. A center of Tibetan Buddhism for more than 1,000 years, Lhasa is a pristine paradise that will redefine spiritual enchantment for you. Number 7. Yangshuo County. If you're looking for untouched natural beauty, serene rural landscapes, and a generous spread of lush green, then a trip to the Yangshuo County is a must. A place that initially became popular with international backpackers in the 1970s and 1980s, Yangshuo has now grown and transformed into a thriving tourist destination that caters to a huge variety of travelers. Number 6. West Lake, Hangzhou. A beautiful lake surrounded by temples, pagodas, gardens, and mountains awaits travelers to Hangzhou. The place is so revered by locals over the years that it was called Paradise on Earth. What West Lake does is highlight the charm, mystique, and untouched beauty of the vast and untouched southern inland China. One of the most beautiful places to visit in China, West Lake is associated with the legend that describes this lake as the only jewel to fall on our planet. Number 5. The Bund in Shanghai. The Bund waterfront is one of the most symbolic tourist places to visit in China that has withstood the test of time and still increased its charm and beauty. The beautiful waterfront that runs across the Huangpu River has become the identity of modern Shanghai. Tourists can visit the Bund to enjoy a serene view of the river and the city skyline from one of the most revered locations in high-tech Shanghai. Number 4. The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is probably one of the most talked about 7 wonders of the world, and with good reason. A 6,000-kilometer-long wall built 2,000 years ago is one impressive architectural feat that even in today's time would be near impossible to replicate. Not only does the Great Wall of China attract international tourists fascinated by such a marvel, it also is a paradise for history and architecture lovers as they understand the complexity of the wall that was built and rebuilt over the years. Number 3. Temple of Heaven. One of the most sacred and revered religious tourist places in China, the Temple of Heaven is a beautiful temple constructed 600 years ago in Beijing. A place where the emperors of centuries gone by would pray for a good harvest was made a UNESCO World Heritage Site recently. With heavy symbolism to Taoism, this temple is a local favorite and often provides a good chance for photography lovers to get in some stunning pictures. Number 2. the Terracotta Army. Wouldn't it be fascinating to witness an 8,000-strong army frozen in time for the past 2,000 years? Yes, an entire army full of warriors, generals, and horsemen, sculpted in memory of the lost soldiers that immortalized their sacrifices made for Qin Shi Huang, the first known emperor of China. Here's an interesting fact. This fascinating mausoleum was lost in time and was discovered only recently in 1974 by Chinese farmers. Number 1 on our list, the Forbidden City. Just as you land in Beijing, the capital of China, the towering presence of an ancient palace complex will be noticeable to you sooner rather than later. Located in the heart of Beijing, Forbidden City is one of the most beautiful places to see in China. Travelers can explore the 180-acre complex that now houses some of the finest artifacts and collections with regards to Chinese history. An interesting fact is that in terms of annual visitors, Forbidden City sits on top of the list of the most revered tourist places to visit in China. Aren't each and every one of these tourist places to visit in China a fascinating adventure in and of themselves? Travelers who love China believe that this is only the tip of the iceberg, and the country holds more adventures than you can handle in one lifetime. We would also love to know about your fascinating tales from your Oriental experience down in the comments.